my wife and I come here like 5 times a year, and we'll stand right over there and watch you just debate. Or not even debate. I mean, because there's no debate involved. I mean, I'm waiting to see like a 20-year-old debate you.
Welcome. Well, this is a pretty cool one. We got retired history teacher here that should be a professor. And then we got a professor from New York City in neurology. That I really shouldn't even be a professor. It's, she should be a teacher. But I don't know, maybe I could be wrong there. She'd probably be good at what she does, but I just found her wanting. I didn't find Ty, the teacher, wanting at all. This guy was quite an observationalist and insightful, and had some good things to say. So I enjoyed my conversation with him. And I hope you enjoy it. But the subject matter was good because we were talking about what's affecting us, what is affecting our brain, mass, insanity, the control systems, and all that other good stuff. So, if you like it, you like it. If you care, you share. If you can contribute. Oh, and the reason my Subscribe Star page was taken down because of inactivity. So, if you wouldn't mind making it active, because I'm going to include it in the description box, and someone would like to go and sign up, just a small donation, itty bitty donation every month. Be nice. So that'd be nice. And of course my shop is working. It's shop button works fine. You go to my shop and do that. And I'm going to probably add a button to my Subscribe Star at my webpage too. I need to do some work on that. So, okay, thanks. Let's get to this, and I'll see you on the other side.
Your answer at the ultimate stage, but if you can't think and you can't defend your position, then you're really kind of useless. Western civilization is kind of important, and you people are ready to just throw it the fuck away.
What you just said has been studied by people within the cyber system. That here's something I just read that qualifies what you said.
Oh no, it's true. It's totally true.
How the cell phone is.
No, it's totally like the lesson plans that I used to give. It's not that they won't do them anymore. They can't. The reason they can't, when we were growing up, if you wanted to go look at Playboy, you had to you had to ride your bike a mile down the road or whatever, right? You had to make a lot of life choices about like whether you get hit by cars or whatnot. They don't have to do that anymore. They just don't. And like right now, even in my life, I don't have to break out the atlas. I just type in GPS, like take me to place to arms, and it tells me everything I need. I don't have to do any active learning anymore.
And just simple things that we've also had to go through, like when the first Texas Instruments came out. I used to be able to multiply and
you can make change. You can make change in your head.
Yes.
For a 20 at least.
Right.
You make change for a 20, you make change for anything.
I used to remember phone numbers.
No, right, exactly. No, they don't have to do that. But more importantly, they never had to do that.
Yeah.
And now you get kids kids with cell phones when they're 5.
Yeah.
They're done.
That's the stuff.
They're done. They're done.
And then you get guys like Steve Jobs. You ask them.
No. They want my class.
Yeah.
Their kids are doing writing in black ink with no lined paper, and they're learning to write a critical thesis.
Yeah.
I mean, I score AP Euro essays, Western Civ, in Kansas City every year. And you can. There's like 10% that can do that, and you can tell. You can almost tell who they are. You know, I mean, you don't have to break out the school codes. This generation's going to have to go. They're going to have to go buy what they want to buy, and then they're going to have to see what happens.
Do you think this is a planned implosion of society?
No, I think it's just,
or a natural progression.
Well, there's always been, I think there's always been an element. I mean, look, I was a helicopter pilot in the Navy, and I was on an aircraft carrier when the Berlin Wall came down. So we ended the Cold War. I was on the last combat cruise of the Cold War.
Right.
And then since then, this generation has known, it's kind of like the curse of success. It's the curse of, it's like the end of history, and it's like it's all just good. We have nobody to fight, and there's no threat, and there's no devil, and so it's like, yeah, let's go with Bernie. Sure, why not? Why not? But they're going to have to do that, and they're going to have to go through the next Great Depression.
Yeah.
And hopefully it'll be after I die, but
I don't think so. I think it's going to happen sooner or later. There's just not that many people that, I don't care how you vote, as long as you can defend your argument with a rational, position. It really doesn't matter, but I don't think there's any defense for They've destroyed that. I'm out here proof of that. I try to get people to talk all the time, and
my wife and I come here like 5 times a year, and we'll stand right over there and watch you just debate. Or not even debate. Because there's no debate involved. I'm waiting to see like a 20-year-old debate you. It's not going to happen.
It happens every now and then. You know who debates me? Are the ones that are deep involved in the politics. Like I spoke to a woman out here, had a 40-minute debate, who was with the Kamala Harris campaign, who, a boxer for a couple of decades. A guy that drove for Bernie Sanders. He debated me, and we had a good, rational debate. Those people that are involved in it will spend the time. The ones that don't are the students, the ones that just get the sound bites.
Just like Trump, like the girl yesterday. You can't really blame her. She's a good person, I'm sure. She just hasn't. Well, she's going to have to go through Venezuela.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my dad was in World War II. Her dad wasn't. They just don't know, and it's a curse of success.
Yeah.
They just, but nobody agrees everything with what Trump does. But what's the alternative?
You did.
What is it? Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I don't vote for him. Who do I vote for?
Right.
Done. Checkmate. It's over.
Yeah.
So, and it's all good. Just, I can't believe that you actually come out. You actually enjoy this, obviously, but you must take a lot of just abuse.
Well, that again, you've noticed the abuse of it happens. I call it drive-by.
But they can't stand it.
They don't stay long.
They can't stand a fight.
No.
They just say fuck from, they walk away.
Yeah.
That's all they can do.
It's like brush that off.
It's like exactly. So. Thank you. And keep doing it.
Well, thank you, sir. What's your name?
My name's Ty.
Ty, you're down Mike DeBerry. It's a pleasure. Come by and talk anytime.
Thank you, Mike.
Enjoy it.
I appreciate it. I used to call you Uncle Trumpy, but you're now Uncle Mike Trumpy. Thank you, sir.
All right, Ty.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you, sir.
Oh, what's the matter? Why? Don't you like the roaring economy, the high stock market? Why? What's your problem? What part of the city you live in?
Manhattan.
Manhattan?
Yeah.
Woo. Yeah, that's right in the epicenter.
Yeah.
What do you do there?
Science.
And what field? What field of science?
Neurology. Yeah.
Interesting. You teach or you...
I do. I teach, I do research, so all of it.
Neurology is such a, of course, an interesting field. I mean, it's how we think.
Exactly. It controls everything we do.
Yes. Yeah. What? Now, there are some aspects of that. What is affecting? What do you find that is affecting? Because there are, there's theories of that we do have mass of things that affect people as a whole.
Yeah.
Like the electronics. I'm thinking of the electronics altogether. Is there?
Cultural things.
Yeah. Like, give me an example.
Okay.
I just finished reading this book. And I just spoke to a history teacher that was very interesting. He says that he's finding his students, or the students he was teaching, that are losing their ability to think critically because of the cell phones, that, the immediate aspect of being able to, you don't even have to learn how to calculate anymore, or there's, any information, you don't have to look, go out and actually quit it. So are these things actually, in other words, are they hurting us more than they're helping us?
It could be, but we don't have the data. So we don't know exactly what the impact might be.
We don't have the data, but we see the effects.
Yeah, but as a scientist, we use a scientific method, we change one thing and measure before and after, and so those are the kinds of data that
But there's got to be scientists that are already, because when I'm looking at things like our intelligence agencies have been working on this for a long time. DARPA. I mean, everything from the, if you look at MK Ultra and all of the different experiments they've done with mind control. So it's not like, yeah, but it's not like they haven't been working on these assets that are tied into your field on how to control people.
This does sound pretty terrifying. This isn't anything I'm familiar with in terms of what's in the scientific literature.
Well, this information allegedly was given to the Trump administration a year ago. This guy scared the hell out of me. Because it essentially, what it's going into is with the electronics, how Wi-Fi connects to our computers.
Right, and everything.
That this, with the 5 and 6G that's coming in, will essentially being able to connect directly into our human brain frequencies.
Oh my gosh. Well, if it's true, I don't know about it. And that does sound terrifying.
It is terrifying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how far does this go? I mean, if we're dealing with human sicknesses and whatnot. And isn't it? And then, like, mental health, of course, is a huge issue now. And I was speaking to someone earlier today about how the homeless, a lot of it is mental health, and how they need to be treated in order to help, to stop the homelessness. Yeah. Because it's not just they need a place to stay.
Exactly.
They need treatment. So what aspects do you work in? What fields do you
So I study differences in how our brain responds to different things and how our experiences impact our brain responses, the structure and the function.
What do you find affecting our brains now?
So a lot of the things you're talking about. So, for example, people who are homeless, right, more often than not, they have really tough childhoods, right? And so I look at how people's experiences during childhood impact their brain structure and function. And so what I see is It makes certain areas more sensitive to threats. It makes certain areas less able to think critically. And so these traumatic childhoods, the difficulties that people experience when they're young, impact how the brain develops. Because the brain is still developing in children. Up until the age of 20 even, our brain is developing, sometimes a little bit beyond. And so if people have bad experiences, it can rewire the brain in certain ways to make them behave differently.
That was brought up in a lot of the brain mind control trauma.
Yeah.
Trauma was a big experience. Like, trauma was where, split personality, and where they try. There is a trying to remember her name right now, but she was involved. She was basically a child groomed into child sex slavery, and she was like an agent in the deep state. She was Kissinger took advantage of her, Gerald Ford, and because she had split personality, would take advantage of her. Kathy O'Brien. Anyway, she was rescued from this.
Really, yeah.
But as she was in it, she had a child, and her child was also groomed into it. So this man came along and rescued her from. I look her up because it has a lot to do with talking about the sense of the trauma experience and how that affects. But I think it would also be the trauma. Now we also get into the drugs.
Absolutely, definitely. You're onto something. I'm gonna go get some beignets. But you're onto something. Good talking with you.
Indeed.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. All about your brain. What's affecting your brain. Yeah. And so I want to thank you for coming by. Remember to hit all the right buttons and stuff. Remember my Subscribe Star channel is back up. And it's Badass Uncle Sam at subscribestar.com. And pick a level there. $5 a month if you can give it. More if you can, that'd be cool. And then the other buttons if you want to give a one-time donation to PayPal, or go buy, please go. I need some movement on my shop there, so speaking of which, I'm wearing one of the wearing one of the shirts right now, so pretty good quality. I'm gonna check it out. All right. Thanks for stopping by. God bless you. Remember to pray for me. I'll pray for you, and I'll see you on the streets.